Hey, Jim Bucher for the Dayton Convention and Visitors Bureau on the Wilbur Wright Passport, Dayton's Aviation Trail. Now, who's Wilbur, you ask? Well, it's Wilbur and Orville Wright's younger brother. Okay, I'm kidding there, but he is cute, isn't he? And you could take home a Wilbur, too. All you have to do is visit all the awesome aviation sites here in Dayton, pick up your Wilbur Wright Passport. At each location, you get a stamp, you fill out your passport, fill it up, and you're taking home Wilbur. Now, we're going to make it easy for you, folks. We're starting right here at the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historical Park. Now, it's 3 sites, 1 stamp. It's a threefer.
That's right. Here at the Wright Dunbar Interpretive Center, we have the 4th bike shop across the plaza where the Wright brothers began making the Van Cleve bicycle. We've got the original location of their first print shop where they printed some of the works of Dunbar, including his newspaper. And the Dave Gold Parachute Museum, talking about the invention of the parachute here in Dayton.
Yeah, because before him, people jumped out of a plane without a parachute. That's not good. So Dave Gold was a pioneer. Thank you, Ranger Paul. So come on over. 3 components, 1 stamp. You're on your way to taking Wilbur home. What's that? You're back in the air and your name is Wilbur. Oh my gosh, Greg, he's a poet and don't know it. And speaking of poets, we're here at the Paul Laurence Dunbar Historical Site.
This is a great place to come and learn about Paul Laurence Dunbar. All the poetry he wrote, 424 poems in a short life of 33 years. And it's the first state memorial dedicated to an African American in the country. It's a special place in many ways.
Don't forget your stamp. Hey, guess where Wilbur is now? He's here at Woodland Cemetery and Arboretum. Beautiful, timeless, and still available. No, not me. I'm talking about the cemetery. Angie, tell us all about this place. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Founded in 1841, we are the final resting place of the Wright brothers, Paul Laurence Dunbar, Charles F. Kettering, John H. Patterson, Colonel Deeds, Irma Bombeck, the who's who of Dayton.
The who's who. Get your stamp and you can get a Wilbur. What's that, Wilbur? Yeah, I know we're here. I know where we are. It's Wilbur, and we're on our tour. We're continuing, and we're here at Carillon Historical Park, home of the Wright Flyer 3.
That's right. It's here in our Wright Brothers National Museum, and this building was designed by Orville Wright himself, so it's definitely something to come see.
You know, Ranger Kathleen, Wilbur's taken me everywhere, and now we're here at the Huffman Prairie Flying Field Interpretive Center.
Yeah, here we talk about the Wright brothers and the work that they do after Kitty Hawk in 1904 and 1905. And just outside our museum, we have the Wright Memorial, which was put up in 1940 to honor the Wrights. And there's actually sand from Kitty Hawk underneath our memorial. Cool. Just a stone's throw away, we also have the flying field itself, where the Wrights did their testing, taught the world to fly, and is the world's first airport.
The first airport, so do they have like metal detectors then?
No, but the Wrights probably would have invented that too.
You know, I agree with that. Hey, our next stop here on the Wilbur Tour is the National Aviation Hall of Fame, co-located here at the National Museum of the United States Air Force. Amy, tell us all about it. This place is awesome.
This place is awesome. It's a 17,000 square foot learning center co-located here. We were founded in 1962 right here in Dayton, Ohio to honor aerospace legends. We have 241 enshrinees and are excited to share their stories.
All right, now we're at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, standing in front of the iconic Memphis Belle. This is Wilbur's latest stop.
That's right, Jim. The National Museum of the U.S. Air Force is the world's largest military aviation museum with more than 360 aerospace vehicles and missiles. And we're also a destination along the Aviation Trail where visitors of all ages come by and have their passports stamped and then eventually collect a Wilbur.
Well, look where Wilbur is now, here at the Wright Brothers Mansion in Oakwood, Hawthorne Hill. Lauren, this place is so cool.
It's pretty special. It was built in 1914 by Orville Wright, and it's been a staple in the Oakwood community ever since.
Folks can come tour.
That's right. We have tours every Wednesday and Saturday, so come and get your stamp and get your Wilbur.
Come get that stamp and you're on your way to taking Wilbur home. How about that? You know, George, Wilbur gets around. He's got a lot of frequent flyer miles, but hey, now we're here at the Wright B Flyer. George, tell us about this.
Well, the Wright B Flyer is a 1910 look-alike of the original Wright B Flyer. It's the only place in the world that you can actually get a flight on the Wright B Flyer. We also have a museum here. It's an all-volunteer organization, and you can fly and get the wind across your face in an actual flight.
How about that? But is Wilbur cleared to fly?
He is cleared to fly.
Hey, our Aviation Trail stop brings us here to Wright State University and the Wright Brothers Collection. Dawn, this is awesome.
Wright State is so fortunate to have the largest Wright Brothers manuscript collection in the world. Everything from Wright Brothers report cards to over 4,000 photographs, scrapbooks, albums, all kinds of great things for people to see. And Wilbear has brought probably close to 1,500 visitors a year out here, everybody from ages small to old. And they come in here and they can touch history.
Other sites to visit for your Wilbear Wright passport stamp include the historic Waco Field and Waco Airplane Museum in Troy, home of the world-famous Waco biplane. Remember Snoopy and the Red Baron? Armstrong Air and Space Museum in Wapakoneta, where they celebrate the accomplishments of the first man to walk on the moon, Neil Armstrong, who's also an Ohio and Wapakoneta native. The Champaign Aviation Museum in Urbana, where they restore and preserve World War II era and other historical aircraft. Grimes Flying Lab in Urbana, where you can schedule a visit to see the aircraft that lighted the way to developments in aircraft lighting. Sinclair National UAS Training and Certification Center. UAS, of course, is unmanned aerial systems. We know them as drones. And the Tri-State Warbird Museum in Batavia, Ohio, where they preserve aircraft from World War II and also educate visitors on America's role in the war. And finally, the Butler County Warbirds Incorporated, who acquire and maintain historic aircraft. Remember, you only need to visit 8 of the 17 sites to qualify for your Wilbear. We'd like to thank the fine folks at Aviation Trail Incorporated for spearheading the Wilbear Wright Passport Program. All right, you visited all the cool aviation sites. You've got all your stamps in your Wilbear passport. Just come here to the Wright Dunbar Interpretive Center, or you can mail your completed passport to Wilbear Wright at the Wright Dunbar Heritage National Historical Park on William Street, and then we will airmail Wilbear to you. For more information, just go to DaytonCVB.com. That's DaytonCVB.com, and we'll see you on Dayton's Aviation Trail. Jim Bucher for the Dayton Convention and Visitors Bureau. Hey, you want to grab some lunch? Wait, what does a bear eat?